You certainly had a very interesting educational journey. 8 schools in 5 years.
They haven't built one strong enough to hold me. I bet this place won't be any different.
Hi, Emma. Congratulations on winning the May 11th Second Club competition. Your animation is fantastic. And I'm going to be doing a little review of it. It's not so much a critique because the animation is amazing. My name is Jason Martinsen. I've been a mentor at Animation Mentor since 2006, and I've worked on various films in the industry. Obviously, you can see some here at my website at jmartinsen.com. So let's just get right into it and play this masterpiece.
You certainly had a very interesting educational journey. 8 schools in 5 years.
They haven't built one strong enough to hold me. I bet this place won't be any different.
It's fantastic. Super appealing. I love that it's 2D. I was 2D trained. I never got to really work much professionally in it, but you never see enough of it. So amazing job. And you know, it's really appealing. The designs, and it's very flowy. You know, the kind of Kung Fu Panda-y, the character designs, I think, straights and curves, really nice. The animation acting is great too. I love I don't know if you shot reference or not, but I love the naturalistic, minimalist feel. It's not over animated. It feels just right for what it is.
You certainly had a very interesting educational journey.
I love this like look down she has with the 2 fingers on the paper, examining the report card of this girl.
8 schools.
It's a great move here too. This little
8
arc back
schools.
Finish with this kind of forward nod. It's just really, really appealing.
In 5 years.
And then that last pose is very judgmental.
They haven't.
And I love that you're just acting within a pose here, just having like a really strong pose, nice lighting, the chain that's broken, telling the story just in a simple way, and minimalist acting here, just a great expression.
Built one strong enough to hold me.
With some nice little accents.
I bet this place won't be any different.
So, yeah, everything here is just fantastic. I had a few little comments that you can take or leave. One is, I know this is just a rough 2D animation, but her hand tends to change a lot to a hand with 4 fingers and a thumb, a hand with 6 fingers, and a hand with 5 fingers and no thumb. So I don't know if you'd want to do something like this. I think on other moments you have the hand more like this. Obviously, it'd be a little bit of a redo for some of your things, but it does, to me, feel more like a hand to have that be a thumb there. And one other thing I noticed in the dialogue, she does like a breath. She's like, and then she starts to talk. And when you start your animation, you kind of have this downward movement. And it's hard to do that when you're breathing in. So I might suggest you add a couple drawings at the beginning and have instead her exhale or inhale and come up a little bit, right? She can still be looking down. Like it'd be nice if her head rotates down as her shoulders come up. And then you could have like a mini antic down between this up
You said
and the second up. So it'd be like, you said, right? You'd get like an up, down, up. And it could be a nice little way to start the animation. Because right now when I play it and you hear the breathe, you don't really feel the breathe. It's not that it doesn't work, because it's just the start of the shot. But I think it might be nice to have that, feel a little bit more of that inhale. And on the lip sync, it's mostly fantastic. You are missing the V shape, I feel.
you certainly had a very
You kind of go into this, had a TS shape. And if you had this shape for a few frames in there instead, something like this, I think it would read better.
very interesting educational journey.
Oh, this is really
Very
nice.
Interesting educational journey.
Here's another case of the thumb, 5 fingers, because you can see here there's 5 fingers.
Journey. 8
And then here, I just wanted to point out how great I love the spacing here. Like coming down with the head, there's this nice arc back, and it favors the top, cushioning in. So it's got a really nice flow. At the same time, bringing this paper up nice and crisp. I like the timing of that paper too, how it's just cushioning in. Just feels really nice.
Schools.
And here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fingers. So she's grown. Eyeline here as well. It looks like she's looking a little past the paper. I might just tap her eyes a little more crossed here to make it look like she's looking at the paper. And here, I just wanted to point out how great this was. Here's the FV shape for
In 5
years. Like this shape here, I would love to see it earlier around this moment. So ignore that drawing and go with that beautiful shape that you have here. 5, that's amazing. I love how you got the little wrinkles in the lower lip. That's a trick that I wish we could do in 3D animation. It's not very easy to pull off, but it looks awesome in 2D.
years.
And I was thinking on this next character. Oh, one more thing. The eye line here. It feels like she's looking down at the desk, down at her name tag. I know the character is sitting on the kind of bench, kind of in front of her desk, but if you just tap the eyes up just a bit, kind of like that, I think it would register a little bit more. So you'd have to scribble a little more dark on a few of those drawings.
They haven't built one strong enough to hold me.
I love
they haven't built one strong enough
all
to
this
hold.
Acting. I was just wondering if it might be nice if at the very beginning of it you had a micro left right, like a negative, head shake. No, they haven't. Just at the beginning of the shot, it would bring your eye, a little sharp movement would bring your eye to the face of this character more.
They haven't built one
and then you go into all this stuff.
Strong enough to hold me.
It feels great. One thing on the lip sync here, hold me. You feel like you're getting out of it a bit early because you're hearing the M shape on frame 90 and 89. Hold, and then on 91 is where you hear the E. And I feel like when I say hold me, it's a up and a down. And right now you have it hold, you go down and then back up. So it's maybe just a case of it being too early and you just push that back a couple frames, or you just hold it for another frame, the M, and then just drop it. Kind of like what you have here. Hold me. So one or the other, I think it would be a better read.
I bet this place won't be any different.
And the last shot's great. It could be nice to have a mini eye dart somewhere. Place a little different. She's like looking at one eye to the other of the character. And just overall on the last shot, I might just take all that animation, maybe cut a few frames earlier, cut a couple frames out of the start of it, and just take all of it and move it like 2 frames earlier, at least 1 frame earlier, because the lip sync feels like it's hitting a frame or 2 late. This is the E sound, the bet. You're hearing the
I bet.
bet, bet, but the mouth is still closed. And so usually with the closed mouth shapes, MBPs, it's nice to have them pop open a frame or 2 earlier than you would think, because the sound of the MBP comes from the opening, right? It's not from the closing of it. M is a little different. You can make it well closed, but the B sound on bet, you need to have the mouth open. So I think in this case, you'd want to go like 2 frames earlier. And for the rest of it,
I bet this place won't be any different.
Most of this stuff just feels like a frame or 2 late. Yeah, it's like right on the sound. It would be nice if it was just shifted just 1 frame sooner.
This won't be any different.
But it's amazing. Just a little eye dart at the end or something, or somewhere near the end, could be cool for Keep Alive. So those are just mostly lateral notes. Take them or leave them. But I think the animation is amazing. Great job, and congratulations again.